This is 3 News Daily.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to 3 News Daily on your Friday, September 15th. I'm Stephanie Haney, and thank you for being here for what matters most to us here in Northeast Ohio. We start with a big story that matters to a lot of people around the country. Thousands of members of the United Auto Workers Union are now on strike against the big 3 car companies, General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis. There were walkouts in 3 plants in Michigan, Missouri, and here in Ohio in Toledo. While no Northeast Ohio plant workers are on strike yet, union members here say they support those who are.
All they do is take and take, and they really don't care about us. It's just not keeping up with the times. I mean, the cost of everything is going up, and our wages are flat. I mean, everything's doubled. You know, I can't buy what we build. Our wages have been stagnant. I mean, I have 27 years with the company, and I make $4, not even $4 more an hour in 15 years.
Now, if the 2 sides can't come to an agreement on a contract, Northeast Ohio unions could be called to strike as well. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. Now, today, the trial for 2 brothers accused of killing an Akron teen last year has gotten underway. 21-year-old Tyler Stafford and his 20-year-old brother, Deshaun Stafford Jr., are both facing involuntary manslaughter charges. They're accused of getting into a fight with 17-year-old Ethan Liming after he shot at them with a splatterball water pellet gun on a basketball court. This happened outside of the I Promise school in Akron in June of 2022. Liming's autopsy showed he died from hitting his head on asphalt. We'll keep you updated as the trial continues. Meanwhile, 7 Northeast Ohio postal workers have been arrested for their involvement in an alleged mail fraud scheme. The men are accused of stealing checks sent through the mail and depositing them into various accounts for withdrawal. They each face charges of being part of a conspiracy, mail theft, and mail fraud. Now to a developing story. We're hearing word of what is being called a catastrophic layoff for the village of Newburgh Heights. Mayor Gigi Traor says council members have proposed cutting the jobs of 2 firefighters, 1 police officer, 1 service department employee, and the entire housing and building department, which already only had 2 employees. Council released a statement saying they have been looking at ways to deal with the $2 million shortfall in this year's budget. The cuts are expected to be discussed at the village's next council meeting on Tuesday. Now in Shaker Heights, a security threat led the school district to play their Thursday night football game without any fans in the stadium. We don't know what the exact threat was, but we do know it was related to the football game. Multiple students told school staff about the threat, who then notified the Shaker Heights Police Department. One Shaker Heights mom said it was frustrating that she couldn't go watch her son play.
I just think it's unfortunate that people can make idle threats, if it's an idle threat, online or wherever, and it causes a huge issue for so many people.
Now, school was in session today as normal, except for extra security and a police presence at the high school, which they say was out of an abundance of caution. At Oberlin College, artwork that was believed to be stolen during the Holocaust was seized from the Allen Memorial Art Museum. The painting, Girl with Black Hair, is valued at $1.5 million. It was owned by Fritz Grunbaum, who died in a concentration camp in 1941. Oberlin College representatives say they are confident they legally acquired the artwork, but are cooperating with investigators. Remember, it was last month that a statue was seized from the Cleveland Museum of Art as part of another stolen art investigation. Now, 2 weeks ago, our Lindsay Buckingham told you the story of 74-year-old George Kokar, fondly known as Rocky River's Dog Man. George has been getting to know the dogs in his community since 2010, and now people are getting to know George all over the country because his story has been shared and commented on hundreds of times on social media, and now magazines and TV shows want to feature him. George says all of the attention is very humbling.
It's amazing. It's like I'm like overwhelmed. I can't believe who cares about some guy in Rock River? But
a lot of people care, George. The ASPCA Pet Health Insurance Company sent him a year's worth of treats for the neighborhood dogs and also sent treats to shelters in the Rocky River area. And then Blue Buffalo, another company that makes food for animals, sent George treats too. And now people are reaching out to George. They would like to have him paint portraits of their dogs. So there you go. If you didn't know that, obviously also an artist. Good for George, getting the attention he deserves for being so sweet with all those little buddies. All right, thanks very much for being with us for today's edition of 3 News Daily and being with us all week long. Wherever you're watching or if you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, we appreciate you. Have a wonderful Friday. We'll see you back here on Monday with more of your top stories from around Northeast Ohio.